I started studying, well, I've actually been studying it off and on for over a decade, what I call the immortal technique. And the immortal technique is, traditionally it's not called that, it's called the 8 brocades. And it's so interesting because I keep going back to it. I bought this book over a decade ago, and I practice, and then I forget about it, and then I practice again, and then I forget about it. I started studying and working with the I Ching 18 years ago. The 8 brocades is a Qigong teaching that is based on the I Ching. And so it's really fascinating going into this work, especially after this year and how much work I did with the I Ching. And what the I Ching is essentially is binary code. I look at things through a scientific lens, but most of my past lives and my spiritual knowledge is from Taoist thought because of my past lives. But I've been experienced every religion everywhere. Spent a lot of lives in India, France, Egypt, Atlantis, but a lot as the diamond so. And so I studied and meditated on this. I also was a warrior general in the Chinese army, and I did a lot of work with the 8 brocades at that time. So it's really interesting going through it because when I bought this book, I wasn't aware that it was so intricately involved with the I Ching. But looking at it from a scientific lens and understanding the physics of it has really been profound. And so I came across a lot of revelations because we have, sorry, Max is wrestling his elephant. Hopefully you could see him. But there's looking at the science of it, and the reason why I was called to look at the science of spirituality in this life is because Western culture doesn't allow for a spiritual evolution if it's just an idea. So proving it through quantum physics is how you get more people to understand the true nature of reality and then actually apply it. And so that's been one of my large missions. My primary mission is about accessing, unlocking, and teaching human potential, what we're actually capable of. And there's so many distortions from all angles about all of it. And people preach truth and spiritual realities and stuff, not knowing any of the fundamental reasons why those things are said. And they take teachings, they distort them to fit their idea of what is accurate, or fit their idea of what they think should be true, whether it is or is not. And so what I've done is I've gone back through, I mapped it through my own process, and I mapped other people's processes, and then started integrating my wisdom that I've been unlocking as I've been going on this path from many different religions and practices throughout the entire planet, as well as higher dimensional information and energies and galactic beings, etc., angelic, cosmic, seraphim, aurora, those types of energies, and working through all of it in a way that I can kind of integrate with the physics of it. And then what I've literally witnessed through the healing, my own ascension process, other people's ascension process, and cause and effect through that. So there's a lot coming through. 2 things that I came across this morning I wanted to share. And I talk about these fairly often, but not to this extent. But the dual nature of society, or reality, I should say, we have the inversion. Obviously, that's a big part of it. But when you're going on the ascension process, on the ascension path, and working to come into divine union with Source, it's the physical body and Source. Okay, so fundamentally, that's what unity is. It's you're merging your physical body with pure Source frequencies. Okay. But what we really have is a Trinity, not duality on the process. To activate, work with the ascension path, the light bodies, acceleration, raising your frequencies, you have to work with the Trinity, not duality. Okay, there is duality involved in that, but people see duality as the masculine, feminine. But what society is missing is the child. Duality is formed through Source void and Source light, true Source. Okay, that's duality. The masculine, feminine aspects have to be merged with a third element, which is the divine child. Okay, and we see this from primal sound. So God, Source, chose to expand, and the first thing that was created was primal sound. Primal sound is the three principles: divine mother, divine father, divine child. Essentially, it's frequency ranges, but those were the energies that came directly from Source. After the primal sound emanated from pure Source, then we had the seven rays. So the primal sound was refined further into the seven rays, and the seven rays, all of these are pure intelligence. We have the archangels, we have the seraphim, we have the Elohim, all coming from these higher realms, and essentially it's light. And people place more physical structures or ideas onto the light so that they can understand what it is. But the reality is it's just light. And, astral reality, any entity could come, any trickster energy and pretend to be something it's not. So you have to be careful with that. But so the Trinity is how you ascend. It's not merging duality. It's not merging masculine, feminine. It's merging the three. Okay, and when we look at the physics of this, the energetics of it, we have the magnetic field, which is the feminine, electric field, masculine, and plasma is the child. The child fuses the magnetic and electric energies. That's how you build the light body. And then I wanted to talk about the over-sexualization of spiritual path, because people think when you come into divine union with a masculine and feminine, that actually creates the ascension, the portal, the enlightenment, okay? Because you're utilizing sexual energy, which is Qing energy in the 8 brocades. But what it does is it disperses the spiritual energy. But the Qing is a sexual energy. It exists in the lower abdomen, okay? And this is what most people associate with life force energy. The womb, obviously, sexual energy, it's the sacral area, okay? And so there's a lot of distortions in this. And so, and I've witnessed this with the field directly. I mean, people that misuse sexual energy, it is absolute chaos in the field. It is not something that if you're on the ascension path, I mean, people can do whatever they want and have whatever experiences they want. But if you're on the ascension path, self-mastery path, etc., it's something that should be understood, especially because there's so much distortion out there, okay? So, some people go into forced celibacy to generate this. That doesn't work. you'll notice with the masters is that people that have studied this and done the inner work, they actually just don't, their Qing energy is just distributed throughout their system in a balanced way, and intimacy or sexual energy doesn't need to be dissipated because they utilize it, okay? And the child, the energy of the child is another part of this, that people are like, oh, your inner child, you need to play and have fun, enjoy, etc. But really it's coming from the divine child, the principle of the divine child, not acting like a child, not being free in whatever you do. It's purifying the vessel to be like the child who comes in to reality with a pure field, pure life force energy. They are channeling the Qing in a healthy way to regenerate and rejuvenate the body, okay? They are also the ones that fuse the feminine and masculine energies, and that makes sense at a physical level as well, okay? It's the family unit, okay? That is the fundamental of reality, okay? Anything that distorts that is going to be distorted physically, as well as spiritually and energetically, okay? So it's the Trinity, the sexual energies, they're all related to that. We can go into the Shen and the Qi as well. The Qi is the masculine principle, Qing is the feminine, and the Shen is the divine child. And that's how I put these together with the primal sound. And studying this is we're seeing this in Taoist thought from thousands of years ago that was put into a system that we can read and apply based on binary code, which is duality. But binary code, just the mother, father, you don't have the creation. You don't have the creative principle of the child. Okay, binary code, you can read the field. You can't create the field with binary code. There's a lot that we need to work through as a society because there's been so much brainwashing, so much distortion. People think that spiritual reality is this make-believe landscape, and whatever they think and do becomes reality. That is not how it works. It is very organized. There is very strict spiritual order that creates reality. Down here, it's a free-for-all. You have free will. You can do whatever you want. You can believe whatever you want. But if you really want to learn how to create from your own potential, human potential, it's not people that are gifted or, whatever, star seeds, light workers. Anyone that wants to step into their human potential is capable of doing this because it's our vessel and our minds and consciousness that allows us to create, okay? So that's what this is about. And so the fundamental thing is the Trinity, not duality. That's how we create, okay? And it has to be worked with all three of those. And then the distortion on the sexual energy. And the reason why this is such a big deal is because what it's doing is when you distort sexual energy, which is the Qing, that's the divine mother, who's been distorted, abused, neglected, forgotten since the beginning of time, the divine mother, that principle, what happens is all three principles become distorted. Okay? The father does not create alone. The mother does not create alone. The child does not create alone. All three are needed. All three need to be respected, honored, and understood. And again, we're not talking about physical reality per se. It's a trickle-down effect from higher spiritual realities, okay? But the divine mother specifically has been distorted. The sexual energy has been distorted. The earth has been distorted. Our physical vessels have been distorted, okay? And it trickles down like that. Masculine is the idea. The mother is the vessel. And the child is the creation. Okay, and that's how it works on all levels, and all three are important. So if any one of those becomes distorted, disrespected, the whole system falls into chaos. Okay, so we have to understand the Trinity, not duality. And it's fundamental to true spiritual teachings. True masters channel the chi energy through their systems, the 8 centers in the body, and it generates life force energy. Sex or misused sex disperses that, and you actually go the opposite direction.